Hello everybody on the stream, you are the early birds, and I'd like to welcome the early birds to the stream with some special musical accompaniment. Today's pre-stream will have some good information for you regarding the upcoming schedule for the rest of the week, because there's been many questions about this week, about what I'll be covering, how I'll be covering it, and based off of yesterday's gameplay sessions, and off of some information I have received regarding this week's releases, I have an update for everyone. That'll be the meat of today's pre-stream, and it is pretty much good news. If things are as I've been told, I think it will be going pretty well, and I think people will enjoy, you know, what we're going to be able to do this week, but I'll get to that in a moment. In the meantime, please be a little bit patient here. A couple more minutes since I just tweeted that the stream is live. I'll be starting pre-stream in a couple minutes. Thanks. Go grab your snacks, grab your drinks, whatever it is you need. Use the bathroom, wank one out, whatever you need to do. Pleasure yourself, and I'll be starting shortly. Be right back. All right. I think it is time, everybody who's on the stream and those who are watching on YouTube, to start the pre-stream. And today's pre-stream is going to be a good one, informative one. I'm going to be covering some questions people have been asking recently. I've got more information on this week's releases and the schedule. So it should be an informative pre-stream for those of you who have shown up a little bit early here. So thank you to those of you who are here or those watching on demand on YouTube, and welcome to today's gameplay stream. Today indeed will be the continuation of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate. Ooh, Shippuden, excuse me. I said Shippuden. I added an extra N. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Yesterday I played this on stream and had a ton of fun. Really enjoying the story mode of the game, even though the gameplay is pretty much more of the same when it comes to, you know, the formulaic gameplay of the game. Considering I haven't played it in 3 years, that's a good thing. And actually wasn't it last year or the year before they had that in-between one, Revolution or whatever it was, and it was like similar gameplay, but it was nothing like this. It didn't even have a good story. It was a story of some stupid Robo Naruto or some dumb shit. But anyway, yeah, I had a lot of fun yesterday on stream. Had a lot of attendees. Really enjoyed getting caught up with the story and also all the backstory. Normally when anime or manga do backstory, it gets pretty boring. Honestly, I was pretty excited because now it finally answered all the questions, the burning questions that we had all had, like, who is Toby? Alright, well, we know his name's Obito. Who is Obito? How did Kakashi get that scar on his eye? How did his eye get a Sharingan inside of it if the eye was cut, right? Also questions like, who is Madara? Why is Madara so pissed? Where'd all these powers come from? Etc, etc. What is the origin of the hidden leaf? All these questions were answered yesterday. So all these things, these ongoing plot lines from 3 years ago in the game that were never answered in that game, were answered yesterday in the 3 hours or so of gameplay that we did. So that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Last night, I played some Unravel for about 2 hours. This was not on a stream. This was offline gameplay. And it was quite the enjoyable, but also difficult game. I was surprisingly challenged by some of the puzzles in this game. Mostly because the game, I'll be honest, it's kind of bare bones when it comes to explaining stuff. Like, unlike Little Big Planet, when you play Little Big Planet, I think the game assumes that a lot of the people playing that game are much younger, and so there's tutorials out the bunghole for that game. Every time there's a new weapon or a new mechanic or a new something, it immediately explains it to you with pop-up tutorials and such. Unravel, not so much. After the first couple minutes, they kind of throw you to the wolves, and they just expect you to try to figure stuff out for yourself, and there were some puzzles that I was like, how the hell do I figure this one out? And, you know, one puzzle I remember in particular took me over 20 minutes, and then I figured it out, and I was like, ugh, you know, if I had known that this mechanic worked like this, you know, then I would have solved this in 5 seconds. But that's kind of how I think they designed the game on purpose, okay? So it is what it is. I did enjoy playing Unravel, although I beat 3 chapters. I don't know how many chapters the game has total. I think it probably has like 6 or 7, I would think, although I could be wrong. So, here's the deal, because I know everyone has been asking me, Phil, what's the schedule? Phil, well, you know, what are you going to do this week? Because even your schedule you're posting up on Twitter is kind of uncertain. Here's the deal. Today we're going to be playing around 3.5 hours of the Naruto story. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it, at least judging off of yesterday. As long as I'm watching all the optional cutscenes and stages and stuff, I don't think we're going to finish it today, but I think we're going to get close, alright? So what I think I'll do is today, I'm on stream. We'll get as far as we possibly can with the story. Tomorrow, Thursday, which is February 11th? Yeah, February 11th is tomorrow. I'll do it again. We'll do one more stream of Naruto. What we'll do on that stream is we will focus on finishing the story, okay? In addition to that, I'll also be working on going into adventure mode and just checking out adventure mode, because I've actually heard that adventure mode has some battles that were from previous Shippuden games in it and things that aren't necessarily related to the story in this game, but they do add to the game to show that there's optional content in it. And then I'll probably do a little bit of online. Am I gonna go crazy? Absolutely not. Let's face it, I know that there's a hardcore community of people who love these games. They play the hell out of them. They play them primarily for the online gameplay, and I'm certainly not one of them. I'm certainly not gonna sit here and try to master the combat system against humans, but what I will do is maybe play the game a couple times online just to get a flavor for what it's like in an online gameplay session, see if it lags or whatever. After having beaten the story, doing a little bit of adventure mode and a little bit of online, I'll have played, all the main modes, and I'll be able to review the game. And already people are freaking out because IGN reviewed this game a 5.5 out of 10. They're like, how the hell can you say the game is a 5.5 out of 10? It's pretty ridiculous. I obviously cannot give an opinion. I've only played through a third, if not, maybe a little bit more than that, of the story. If I haven't played any of the modes outside of the story, haven't even completed the story, there's no way I could formulate any kind of a fair opinion about the game yet. But I am going to review it. I definitely want to review it. I think this could be the first major new game that I review for this year. So that's the plan. Today's stream, continuing on with the story, getting as far as we can. Tomorrow's gameplay stream, finishing the story, a little bit of adventure mode, a little bit of online, and that'll maybe wrap up our Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 gameplay. And it's kind of funny because yesterday I released 11 videos. Today I'm figuring it'll probably be around 10, 11 videos. And then whatever I do tomorrow, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 was over 70 videos for the campaign. The campaign was insanely long compared to the one in this game. This game, it's a lot shorter. So I think what they did is they tried to streamline it and make it a lot more fast-paced with the story, because it did drag on so much back in, part 3. So anyway, I digress. That's the plan for Naruto. Later tonight, I will be playing more Unravel. Just like I did last night, it'll be offline, okay? It will be, not live streamed, but it will be recorded, and it will be uploaded to DSP Gaming. So for those of you who did check out the Unravel gameplay, there will be more of it tonight. Oh, God, and I apologize again. Ugh. Still trying to, it's not really, I'm getting over the cold anymore. It's just lingering sinus symptoms and stuff that aren't going away on me, pissing me off, so I apologize for that. Yeah, that'll be tonight. Tomorrow, as I said, more Naruto, and then what I'm planning on doing is probably more Unravel tomorrow night as well. And what I'm hoping for here is that come Friday, if I've already finished up with all the Naruto stuff that I wanted to do, then that means that Friday during the day, we can maybe finish up Unravel, and that will be a gameplay stream. Maybe I'll try to stream the conclusion to Unravel, okay? If I can get through it. Everyone understand that it does get even more difficult, but you know what happens with me? The simpler stuff I have issues with, and then the hard stuff I can beat easily. I don't understand how that happens, but that's pretty much par for the course for me when it comes to these puzzle style games. So we'll see. Now, what does that mean? Well, that's good news for those of you who have all been asking me, gee, Phil, are you going to check out the other new release, the third new release for this week, Firewatch? Because if I do wrap up the coverage of these two games by, say, Friday, Saturday, then that means, yes, Sunday, Monday, for sure, I'll be playing Firewatch, which a lot of people are like, oh, Phil, you got to play this game. And I'm like, well, I had to make the executive decision on what I was going to play, and I picked two games, and if we do wrap these up by the weekend, I'll be doing Firewatch as well, okay? Now, here's the thing. I obviously want to review games. So when I finish Naruto, I can review that. When I finish Unravel, I want to do that. Firewatch. Here's the problem, all right? I'm one human. Being one human, sadly, I find myself very much pressed for time when it comes to stuff. So let me give you some perspective here. Friday night, cannot do a review because Friday night I'll be working on Hits of the Week, where I'm going to be taking the best moments and clips from gameplay this week, including Yakuza 5, Naruto, and of course Unravel, and I'm going to be putting them together into a stylized montage for you. And that's going to be released on KO Gaming Friday night. So they're right there. There's nothing I can really do there in regards to review. I'm going to be very busy putting that together for you. All right. Saturday, that's my day when I have to go do like personal stuff. So Saturday I'll have a gameplay stream, but then after that, I'm going out to go grocery shopping, go to dinner with my girlfriend, and we're going to go see Deadpool, alright? Sunday, yes, I'll have a gameplay stream, but I also need to do the weekend preview. I've also been invited on a podcast, which at this point, I don't even know if I should say yes or no if I could be on it because of all the stuff I'm busy with this week. In addition, there's going to be patron stuff I have to do Sunday night because a lot of patrons have responded to me this week and said, yes, here's our information, so I need to get their perks in order, which takes an hour or two, especially if I have to film private Q&A videos, which I believe I have a few do I have to do this week, right? So there's all my time again. So now next thing you know, it's Monday. And I mean, if I finish Firewatch on my gameplay stream on Monday, because maybe I play it Sunday, Monday, and I've heard the game's about 5 hours long, great. But now I've got 3 games to review in a couple hours. Do you see my dilemma? And this is going to be the problem, the ongoing problem, I think, is just time constraints. Because when you have a week with 3 games, this is the problem I'm going to come up against. I can either play the games, or I can review the games, you know, but how am I going to have time to do all of it? And I'm having a lot of issues right now with time management of what I'm going to do. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure, you know, what to do here. So I'm scratching my head. And basically saying, I don't know, throwing my arms up. I'm going to do my best. I mean, I know that there's people who want to see me do stuff, right? You want to see me review the games, but you also want to see me play the games. And this is going to be the challenge for this year, doing this new strategy, right, that I've adopted of video style, where I'm going to be playing the games, but also reviewing them and doing highly edited content. It's going to be a time issue. Now, also keep in mind, next week, Street Fighter V releases, okay? So Street Fighter V, a game that I'm very much anticipating. I'm even considering, if the game does go live at midnight Eastern time, 9 p.m. my time, that I may actually play the game. I may play the game as a special, like, late night stream on Monday night. Because I'm that excited for the game to jump into it and try it out and get a taste for it, okay? I want to cover the hell out of that game. So that means if I'm covering the hell out of Street Fighter V, it's going to be hard to be reviewing these other games. Although maybe I could take 1 to 2 nights out during the course of that week to maybe do the reviews for this week's games. But then you say, oh, but now the reviews are coming out a week late. So you see my conundrum, all right? You see my dilemma here. There's really no right or wrong way to go about it, besides to clone myself using stem cell research and then having the clone work on reviews while I play games. It's the only real way I can figure out how to do this. So it is what it is. I don't really have a solution, but what I want to do is get through stuff as quickly as I can, not rushing through it, by the way. I do want to take my time with it, but I do want to see if I can get through all these games, so I could get to Firewatch this weekend at the very least. At the most, maybe I can review games too. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right. So I want to say thank you to those of you who are being patient and you know, understanding of the situation here. I wish that I could do everything, but at this point, you know, I'm already stretched thin with the stuff that I was doing. So we'll see what happens. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Naruto and Unravel for the next couple of days till I start finishing them off. Hits of the week Friday night. Hopefully by the weekend I'll be able to start Firewatch and maybe some reviews, and then Street Fighter V next week. I hope you like that schedule. Hope you'll check out the videos on demand on DSP Gaming. I know we had really good attendance on the stream yesterday. And you know, it's hard to judge. It really is at this point. It's very hard to judge. You know, how anything is going to do on YouTube anymore. It's really weird because with the old system, the way it used to work is that when you uploaded a video to YouTube, it would freeze at 300 views for a long ass time, and then all of a sudden it would explode and catch up with the actual views on the video after like 12 hours or so. And based off of that, you could say, okay, people are liking this or people aren't liking this. I can't even judge anymore because the views seem to be completely skewed. Sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low. Sometimes they look low for 2 days, and then all of a sudden everyone's enjoying it and the views go up. Like, I just don't understand it. I don't understand YouTube anymore, and at this point, I don't even really look at it anymore. I'll be honest with you. There's no reason to. For me to sit here and be like, oh, the views are low or the views are high, it doesn't even make sense anymore because it seems like they fucking change the website so much all the time now that I don't even know, I seriously don't even know how to judge. I have no idea. It's, the videos, sometimes videos come out, they've got tons of like likes or dislikes or comments on them, so you think, wow, this video got tons of attention, and then the views never really update, and you're like, well, what happened here? I don't know. I don't understand it anymore. I'm not gonna freak out about it at all. I'm enjoying the new games. That's all I care about. I'm enjoying them. I hope you're finding them entertaining for me to play them. And, you know, hopefully in a week's time, things will catch up here and we'll actually be able to see how stuff works. So, we shall see. We shall see. I would like to say a few quick things. First of all, thank you to all the January patrons who pledged to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidefil. By the end of this week, I should be actioning all of your perks, meaning by, say, Sunday night, I should be either getting forum accounts upgraded, I should be getting private Q&A videos made, yada, yada, yada. People have already been nominating games for the Patron's Choice playthrough, and my god, has there been a wide variety. People suggesting JRPGs, indie games, puzzle games, action games, everything you can think of under the sun. It doesn't seem to be much of a pattern besides maybe 2 or 3 games. I would say a few people have already like double up nominated, but it's pretty crazy. I don't know what I'm going to end up playing at this point. I'm sure as soon as I get a bunch of people's forum accounts upgraded later this week, that there's going to be a ton more people jumping in and starting to nominate games. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, we'll see. I'm excited to see what people nominate and what I end up playing. Also, by the end of this week, the goals for this month will be set up on my Patreon, so you'll know if we hit the funding level this month exactly what the special event will be in celebration. And I already know what it is, I just haven't had a chance to update it yet, and I think people will like this. So definitely check out patreon.com/darksidephil later in this week. You are watching my streams, you're watching my videos on demand on YouTube, and you are enjoying yourself, and you know, you really want to make sure that I can keep doing this in the long term. Spread the word, let everyone know. Phil's back, there's new games, you know, it's a good atmosphere now. It's not like, you know, he was doing downtime stuff for several weeks there, but that's all over now. Now he's doing new games. I feel if people knew that I was doing this, that people would be very excited, right? And a lot of people don't realize that, oh, this week was the new releases and Phil's doing it. I also want to remind you, in the description of this stream and in every video, there is an Amazon Associates link that you can use when you shop on Amazon.com. And in particular, if you actually have been watching my Naruto playthrough on YouTube On Demand, in the description of those videos is a direct link to purchase the game. If you're watching me play it and you're like, wow, this is a great game, maybe I want to check it out, you can buy the game straight through those links, okay? In addition to that, really the only other thing that I have to mention, as I've been mentioning recently, is my girlfriend Leanna's business, just called The Black Currant. This is a handmade glycerin soap and wax tart melt business. Very successful. Last year, she launched. She's only been in operation just under a year now. At this point, I think she's had over 150 sales, nothing but positive feedback from people. People really love the stuff that she sells. It's much higher grade quality than the stuff you would buy at a local store, because those are usually detergent bars. They're not even actual soap, which is, by the way, while you wash with those, your skin either ends up feeling really dried out or really oily, because it's not true soap. She makes really high grade stuff that's good for your body, plus smells great. In addition to that, the wax tart melts that she makes are little wax cubes that are scented, and you melt them with a little melter that you can get, you know, on the cheap. I think we got one for like 15 bucks, and makes your house smell great. It's a good way for you to make your house smell great, and it's an alternative to a candle, where a lot of people don't like having the risk of an open flame, especially if you have pets. I've said this many times before, my parents have 4 cats who tend to jump on everything. And if they had open flames, it would probably be an issue, because the cat would either burn itself or knock the candle over and say goodbye to your house. So that's why wax tart melts are a very cool, you know, alternative to that. And I would say thank you to Gino Saji, who just put the link in the stream chat, but I will read it out for you. It's etsy.com/shop/the black currant, spelled C-U-R-R-A-N-T. All right, everyone. We're just about to start. I'm going to boot the game, but I'm also going to crack open my, my window here, because I need to get some air circulation. All right. And just like yesterday, I'm going to skip the intro cinematic to not spoil the plot, because apparently it does. Here we go. Oh, I've been spoiled again. Up my volume of my headphones here. I hate to say it, but my Astro A40 little amp here, I think is starting to conk out on me, because I'm finding that when I adjust the volume on it, it makes one headphone, like one ear, louder than the other, which is a pain in my ass. Not supposed to do that, obviously. But wow. Woo. Well, I'm glad I sneezed that out before I started. Holy shit. Woo. All right. Oh, all right. Let me try to get myself situated here before I start recording. Jesus. Naruto 4. I love you, Naruto. Ho ho ho.
So come.
They should have had that.
Stand tall with me, Naruto.
Ho. Oh yes, Naruto.
Stay strong and don't break your word.
Naruto. Ho ho ho. Alright, so for everyone on stream, FYI, this is going to be the final portion of today's stream, so it is 33 minutes long, it says. After this mission, you know, we'll end today's stream, and that means tomorrow we'll be concluding. It looks like there's 3, and then probably, I'm guessing there's probably a tiny bit more at the end there. And then after that, tomorrow on stream, we'll also be doing a little bit of adventure mode, and I'll try a few online battles. So, tomorrow will be the final session of Naruto, but for now, we're going to do this final mission for today's stream, so here we go. Alright, everyone, well, we have run out of time for today, but this is perfect, because it looks like there'll be 3 missions left. I'm assuming each one will probably be 20 to 30 minutes, so this will be perfect for tomorrow, which will be the conclusion stream of Naruto, because what I'll do tomorrow, same time, same place, we'll finish these 3 story missions to end the story, and then I'll check out some of adventure mode and a few online battles, so it'll be a perfect 3rd and final dose of Naruto Ninja Storm 4, okay? So right now, I'd like to thank all of you who are here on the stream today. Pretty awesome, right? Tomorrow we'll conclude, And right now, I'm going to upload all these videos to DSP Gaming and add them to the playlist in case you were not here for the stream or you missed off on any portion of the stream. Tonight, I'll be playing more Unravel offline. I'll be uploading that to DSP Gaming as well. Alright, so tonight, more Unravel. Tomorrow, the conclusion of Naruto. Should be good. That's it for tonight, everyone. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the big conclusion.